Hey everyone and welcome back. So I wanted to do a very quick video today. So depending on where you live, if you're in the US, then happy 4th of July, because Scream Factory has definitely given us a couple fireworks for today with some September announcements. Now some of these we kind of knew were coming. I know for me, like, I didn't know when. So I'm glad that now the official announcements have been made. So but first up, before I get to the Scream Factory ones, I actually just do want to mention real quick a Shout Factory announcement in their, I believe it's their Shout Select line. And that is a 4K release of Oliver Stone's Platoon coming September 13th. Now, no specific details on that. It's a 4K release and includes a Blu-ray. I assume the Blu-ray is probably the existing Blu-ray that they put out. I'm hoping for the 4K that it's been, because if I remember correctly, the Blu-ray was a bit scrubbed over, a bit too much noise reduction applied. So hopefully that has been fixed for the 4K transfer. We'll find out in a couple months. But now we get to the Scream Factory announcements. So first up, coming September 27th, is the remake of Evil Dead in a 4K release, but it's not going to actually have a Blu-ray because I believe, so that's, now the interesting thing about that is that that's a Sony release, which is good because that means that Sony is starting to license out more of their titles for 4K releases. And I like to see that when studios are doing that, because it's like, look, if you have no intention of releasing a 4K release, then good, license it out and, let's get it out there. But assuming there's no Blu-ray release, because, and honestly, if you want the Blu-ray, Sony wants you to buy theirs. Now, there are no specifics just yet on this release, but on the running time, it does list both 91 minutes and 97 minutes. So it is actually going to have both the original theatrical cut and the extended cut. And because there is no Blu-ray, it's obviously going to be 4K for both, which is great. And again, extras are in the works. I don't know if it will have anything new or if it's just porting over the stuff that was already pre-existing on the Sony Blu-ray. And now we get to definitely the two biggest ones for September. First up is John Carpenter's The Fog in 4K, which we kind of knew was coming for a while, and that is due September 13th. And there's a lot of different versions for this. So, but real quick, I do want to mention, I don't normally do this out of order, but I figured just in case there's a time thing here. So there is going to be a specific NECA figure of Stevie Wayne, which is Adrienne Barbeau's character in The Fog. Now, there's no picture of the figure just yet, but it's a NECA figure. I'm sure it'll be just as amazing as the previous releases, NECA figures have been. Now, again, this is a shoutfactory.com exclusive, but it is included in a couple bundle options, which I'll get to in just a moment. But if you just want the figure, if you want to get the movie somewhere else, or you just want the figure, the Chucky one from before sold out very quickly. Hey, I was even surprised by how quickly it sold out. As of this recording, this figure is still up for pre-order. So if you are interested and only want the figure, I do recommend pause this video, go over to the shoutfactory.com website, pre-order the figure, then come back here and finish watching my video because I would appreciate it. All right, so moving on. So yes, The Fog in 4K, and there are several bundle options, which I will actually get to in a second. I actually want to cover the other one because there's so many bundles for The Fog. It's a little like, wow. So the other big title in 4K, we finally have the official announcement, is of course Army of Darkness, and that is coming September 27th. And that is going to have several different options. Now, first up, for both of these, well, actually all these titles, no extras have been announced just yet. I assume for some of these, it's going to be probably porting over all the pre-existing extras. Just don't know whether or not there'll be any new ones or not. So as far as Army of Darkness goes, obviously I don't know what's going to be on it. It is a 4-disc set. So the thing about that is that it's going to include obviously the original theatrical, the Universal theatrical cut. It's going to have the director's cut. It's going to have the international cut, and it's going to have the TV version. Now, all those versions were available on the previous Scream Factory Blu-ray release. Now, the only thing I don't know just yet is whether or not how much of that is going to be in 4K. At the very least, I know the theatrical cut will be 4K. My guess would be at least the director's cut will probably also be 4K, and then it's possible the international cut and the TV cut maybe only be Blu-ray only. Again, I don't know yet. I'm just speculating on that. And there are some bundle options depending on what you want to get. Now, there's no NECA figure with Army of Darkness, unfortunately, but let's see. There's going to be two different releases of just the movie. So you can get a standard 4K release, which is very cool. It's got the original poster artwork on the cover. Or you can get a steelbook version, which has some very cool looking artwork. Now, obviously, with either of these releases, if you order them directly from Shout Factory, you know, you get an included poster. If you want to just go order them from anywhere, I believe the steelbook is not an exclusive. Like, you can get either version from, I think, most retailers. Now, the exclusives, though, outside the posters, are actually 3 different bundles. So one, you can get the standard release with a poster, which is cool because it's the original theatrical artwork, as well as an exclusive pin set from Gutter Garbs, and that retails for $95.99. Oh, and the retail version, by the way, is $35.99 for the standard release and $39.98 for the steelbook. I forgot to mention that. Or you can get the steelbook with the lithograph of the artwork as well, also with that Gutter Garbs pin set for $99.99. Or if you want everything, you can get a bundle with the standard release, with the poster, the steelbook with the poster, and the Gutter Garbs pin set, and that is $125.99. And actually, I didn't mention the price for the other releases, I'm sorry. So just real quick, Platoon 4K is $35.99, and Evil Dead 4K is also $35.99. And now we get to the Fog, and boy, there are a lot of options here. So just like Army of Darkness, you can get a standard release, which is $36.98, or the steelbook, which is $39.98. Now again, you can get those from Shout Factory Direct, and you'll get an included poster. Obviously, the standard release comes with a poster of the original artwork, which is very cool, and obviously the steelbook comes with a lithograph of the new artwork. And again, as far as I know, the steelbook is not an exclusive, so you can get either version from a bunch of retailers. But the exclusive are all the bundles, and boy, are there a lot of bundles here for the Fog. As I already mentioned the figure, which again is up for pre-order right now. It's $39.99. So you can get just the standard release with the poster of the original artwork and an exclusive Sacred Bones 45, which has just like their previous releases of some of the other John Carpenter stuff. It'll have you know, a new recording of the main theme and an alternate track on the back on side B. And yes, it's a 45, not an LP, which I did make a mistake on a previous video. Or you can get the steelbook with the lithograph and the 45. So the standard release is $60.99, and the steelbook with 45 is $63.99. Or you can get the standard release with the poster and the NECA figure for $76.97, or you can get the steelbook with the lithograph and the NECA figure for $79.97, or you can get the standard release with the poster with the 45 and the NECA figure for 198 cents, so 100 even and 98 cents, or you can get the steelbook with the lithograph, the 45 and the NECA figure for $103.98, or you can get the ultimate bundle, which has the standard release with the poster, the steelbook with the lithograph, the 45, the NECA figure, as well as an exclusive pin set from Gutter Garbs, and that is $200.96. And again, that one is due September 13th. Woo! And yes, I did order the bundle. I'm actually waiting for the Army of Darkness one to, you know, pop up for sale, and I'll grab that at some point. But I did grab the Fog massive bundle. I was actually lucked out. I was able to put it on my PayPal credit, so I was able to get 6 months at least. So it gives me a little bit of breathing room. You know, $200 is a lot. Do I really need 2 copies of the film? No. But, you know, it's John Carpenter. It's the Fog. The Fog, as I mentioned before, is a big deal for me because it's one of those films I saw very, very young that definitely was one of those sort of gateways into horror films, as it were. And I believe it's actually the first John Carpenter film I ever saw, I think. If not one of the first, anyway. But I just wanted to fill you guys in with, obviously, you know, pretty big update. As, you know, details get released, you know, definitely I will update. And pretty soon we should also be getting their October announcements. Again, will we be getting the rest of the Halloween films? Could there be some other ones in there that, you know, would really knock our socks off? I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn, but, you know, there's still the possibility of a Creepshow 4K, but maybe that's just, you know, me being hopeful. I don't know. So definitely let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're going to be pre-ordering any of these. If you have any questions, I'll definitely try and answer them. But again, I don't really know anything really beyond this point. But I will try. Always like to try if I can. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.